I don't find his music simple at all, and I always find his music quite difficult to perform and quite difficult to really bring that music to a successful existence. The modern understanding is that you have a lot of notes and they are all very fast, and then it's somehow difficult. That's usually easy because musicians are professional, they're trained, they can play. The level of music making and instrumental levels are very high. But if you are given very little and then being able to make something out of one note and feel the right timing. We did once the Third Symphony in a London Proms, and Arvo was himself at the rehearsals, and the orchestra plays the chord, a beautiful chord, and Arvo stops the orchestra. He comes up and says to the orchestra, was looking for the words, and then he said, "I don't feel that you love this chord enough." You know, it is so beautifully said, because it's not like a little softer and a little bit less of the B flat. No. What he said is exactly what makes his music difficult. You have to play it with love, but it needs to sound to the audience that this chord is taken care of. And the next transition has a logic, an inner flow, and all of this is so complicated. And when Arvo himself is at the rehearsals, he can spend 15 minutes on 2 bars, because not because it's, maybe there are 3 notes, maybe 5 notes, but how to go from here to here and feel the right moment and then play it with the right enough sound. Oh, it's so difficult. It is what makes his music so special, because it is not written to be consumed. I think that a young person conducting Arvo Pärt's music should try to listen to Arvo Pärt speak, or try to get into the mindset of the composer, not necessarily be influenced by the kind of new music aesthetic. Because music, there are so many possibilities of music, and there are so many great composers who have radically different languages and so on. Whenever anything looks simple, be afraid of it. Because usually the most complicated music is the simplest and on the surface easiest looking. In general, for the young conductors, if something looks easy, don't be fooled. And the same goes with conducting. If you see a conductor and it looks easy, that means he's a good conductor, because he has gotten mastery of not showing you the actually difficult process, and the mastery of creating something that looks easy to you. But actually nothing is easy in music, and Arvo Pärt's music is never easy. It's never easy. It's very difficult to know what Arvo is doing ever, because he has never been a very public person. He was always an enigmatic person who was never really comfortable giving interviews or being very outward in his life. One-on-one, he's the most wonderful, warmest, with a wonderful sense of humor, super intelligent, just one of the most wonderful people. But he doesn't like noise. And let's face it, we are surrounded by nonsense, a lot of useless words, useless gestures, political and otherwise, you know, circus and carnival, that is totally unnecessary. And he has made a decision not to take part of this, because it is not, nobody benefits from that. It's just for the masses, for the monkeys. He doesn't want to take part of it, and he doesn't. One of the most amazing things about Arvo Pärt and Estonia is that Perhaps we are the only country in the world where the most famous person is a classical composer. Usually you have a sports person or a rock star or maybe a writer or a politician. In our country, literally the most famous Estonian, if you ask around the world, most people would know Arvo Pärt. And that in a way has made him into this sort of a bigger, larger than life personality because like Sibelius is in Finland, it's much more than a composer. It is a symbol for a smaller country and culture that we too can reach the international top level. You never have to explain to a person where is France or where is Italy or where is England, where is Germany. But people still ask me, Estonia, where is Estonia? Some people know more now, but not. There are plenty of people who have no idea where Estonia is. And they mix it up always with Latvia or Lithuania or something like that. So having a composer, it is a kind of a symbol of achievement that even though we come from a small place, we can too reach the sky, so to speak. Tähistame Arvo Pärdi 90. juubelit koos